Okay, so this recording is just essentially going over building up income. Pretty simple. Well, I might go to the junkyard and pick up a few pieces to sell off, but probably not on that. It'd be too much of a pain in the ass to store on my current inventory, as you see, into my storage. And once I'm finished selling off all the stuff I repair there, then putting it back in. Oh, fuck it. Might as well for the stream, right? Or the recording, I should say. Let me see here. Alright, so now that we're in the future, I went ahead and stored all those parts, and now you could see I had some other parts that were kind of still bad there, so let's see if I can repair them, which I cannot, and with that I will go ahead and scrap them. Because who doesn't need scrap parts? Miss bonus. Oh, almost got the double bonus. Alright, so I'm gonna go back in the door. Look at this sweet little ride here. Doesn't that look like a Mercedes, like S-Class or some shit? And you look on the back and it's like a Miata. With that rear bumper and the top trunk. And you got the windshield. And you look at this part and you're thinking Viper. 1998. It's beautiful. It really is. Anyways, let's move forward. Alright. Junkyard. Okay, we're going to the junkyard now. Ooh. And it's gonna run around the junkyard and collect parts to repair and sell off. So essentially, in order to repair the part, one, it has to be repairable, such as this hood, and two, it has to be above 15% in order to repair it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up the video as I run through this portion of it and check back in with you when it's finished. Alright, so clearly I had to stop the video just to stare at this beauty, which is a generic vehicle, but it kind of looks like a Corvette, one of the newer Vettes, maybe like 2020 or something. And it's in really bad condition. I mean, if you look at it, it looks fucking horrible. But it does have the rims on it. The tires are still on it as far as I could get over to see. Let me go over to this portion. What was it? tires are still on it. It has a missing exhaust, some missing fuses with the missing fuse cap, probably. Suspension looks okay. The brakes are probably applied. Well, definitely applied. The engine's missing some parts. You got a missing header, the lid there, or cover. Sure, some push rods and probably rocker arms are missing. But yeah, I mean, it looks alright from that end. I think I might be able to make some money on it. And let's praise it. I like this car. I always buy it, constantly. I see it, it looks like a Corvette, you know, you gotta buy it, right? It makes sense. So we're gonna buy it. That's how we're gonna do this. And now I shall go back to collecting junk. Now this is, you know, also something which I'm stopping the video for, because I have a thing for classic muscle cars. And this is reminiscent, not really of a Charger, I don't think, but probably like a Chevelle. Of course, I'm not very good at recalling the body styles of those older vehicles too well. It is missing a great deal of engine parts. I mean, pistons look pretty bad on this end, so they're bad on that end as well, I'm sure. I mean, it looks like it's in horrible condition, and quite frankly, I'm not going to buy it, but I did think it stop worthy. Let's get back to the job. Alright, so at this point I am pretty much done picking out everything from the junkyard here, and I will look over this. It looks to be a summary of about $6,083. You get a final cut, 15% discount. That basically comes from a point I have in one of my trees in order to save money on purchasing parts from places like a junkyard. But can't remember exactly what it was. I haven't played this game in so long. But I've been stuck on Fallout 4. I really love Fallout. I think everybody does. But let's go ahead and purchase these parts. So over here, and as you can see, I have about 8 pages of stuff to repair there. I also brought some body parts, so if you go over here, I have about 9 pages. I don't believe I brought any rotors, but let's see. No. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward through repairing this, because I'm sure nobody wants to see it. And go. Okay, So I finished repairing the body parts. Now I'm moving over to the repair bench to repair the mechanical parts as well as the rims, because they're included on this bench for whatever reason. It doesn't really seem logical because they're kind of like body parts, you know, for aesthetic purposes primarily. But, you know, I didn't help design the game, so I'm not going to criticize it. Alright, so as you can see, I finished repairing the mechanical parts for the most part. You may have seen I failed on some of those. And once so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and scrap the parts that I did fail on. Let's see. So now they're able to repair that, you might as well scrap Scrappy. You notice I'm failing on these, and you know that's intentional because I don't want you to think that, you know, I know it all or anything. I intentionally paused that process so that I fail on the repair process. Obviously, I'm being a smart ass. You gotta add some kind of comic book and this boring process. So we all gotta trudge if you want to get the most out of your salvage parts. I usually just forget about salvage parts until I have like 70 pages that are not feasible to go through and do it this way. End up getting myself out of a lot of bonuses. Anyways, I'm going to keep this timing chain shoe on. In the rare occasion I might need to use a V8 Boss timing shoe, which if I'm not mistaken is probably only used on the Mac 1 or maybe a Mustang. Alright, so we got about 5 pages of repaired parts. If I'm not mistaken, that's like 3 pages short of the repaired parts. I'm probably wrong on that. Let's go ahead and repair or sell them. Not repair them, we've already done that. Funny. But before we do that, let's go over here. And we'll see the body parts. Got about 3 pages of those. So we can go ahead and sell those. Which one? Oh, we should sell them all. And see how much we make. About 19,583. That's a pretty fair profit considering I've only spent, let me think, well, like 6,000 something. I can't think. I didn't get much sleep last night, but I'm sure you could rewind the video, or maybe I'll just remaster this entire section and see the actual prices. That would be nice, right? Anyways, this has been me on probably Twitch, maybe YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it, and good night.